Alright, we're back with the Mermaid star, Alexie. Giving you guys a little more lighting here. We just finished up laying down the latex, but we've done it a little different this time, so good or bad, we figured we should let everyone know. If it's good, something to help you out, and if it's bad, you know what not to do.
We've decided to try and pour the latex into the mold, kind of like a slush mold, but instead of flushing it, we use the brush. Now, we've noticed that it caused some bubbles in the actual latex, but I'm hoping that once everything settles, you can see some of the bubbles are coming up in some of the areas and popping, leaving some holes. So I'm trying to go back in and cover those.
All in all, I think it's done remarkably well. This video is in the same day that we started it, so I want you all to come see exactly what we're talking about. You can see the color difference there, and it comes down around here. You can see some spots where she's laid over fresh latex over old, and you can already see that this ultra gypsum mold is what you called it, right?
Yeah, gypsum mold.
Definitely does aid in the drying time for at least a latex mold.
I'm not sure how well it behaves with silicone, because I'm not exactly sure how silicone dries, if it's more of like a chemical thing or if it's an air thing. So I'd have to do some more research on that, because I've been working with latex a little more than silicone. I haven't really worked with silicone at all. I really can't help you with that process quite yet. But it really does help and work out with the latex.
Alright. It's good to know. Is there any other information that you've learned today that you think people should know? Oh, I actually just thought of one.
The cleaning of the brushes?
Yes.
Actually, I can probably clean this brush, because it's pretty much done. I just need to wipe off some of the excess.
There's the water I used earlier sitting down here.
Okay. Just going to get a little excess off here. There we go. So pretty much what we did is we filled the cup full of water after we pumped about 3 squirts of soap inside. I've kind of explained this before, but I've never shown anybody. This is pretty full of latex. Not gonna lie.
And real quick before you clean, I want to show them. I did her method, and my brush looked the same way, and this is what it looks like now. It is still wet, so it's kind of funny looking, but it is actually pretty clean of latex.
Now this brush I've used approximately 5 times with latex, so it works pretty well. You're going to take your brush, put it into the soap, swizzle around it a bit, and then slowly move it into the water and just brush it around. And you just really want to get it full of the bubbles, the soap, and then rinse with the water. If you've worked with latex before, putting latex in water makes it kind of crust up a little bit. So after you've finished cleaning in this area, you normally rinse it off with some soap, or I'm sorry, with some water. But before you do that, you can take your fingers and just pull the little bits of latex out of the brush. And it makes it a lot easier when the soap is in there. See? It comes right out. This one is pretty well done, this brush. It's reached its life capacity. I'm surprised it's lasted 5 go-arounds with the latex. Usually I use a brush and I toss it. But this has worked pretty well. And the water, when you dump it, looks like a creamsicle with the water. Everything turned orange.
Yeah, since you mentioned how latex goes, I'm going to go ahead. See my hands right now, it's fairly clean. Just going to get a little water on it, and you see immediately, sorry, had the camera in the wrong spot, I'll do that again. hold my camera on me for this.
Sure.
So again, you can see my hands clean. I'm just going to get a little bit of latex on there. Now, I swish that in the water, and it pretty much turns straight back into just...
a liquidy consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, if you do that with a dry skin, it'll just crust up.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of gets everything kind of clean. Sorry, he has no hands now. He's going to hold it in the camera.
Yeah, I mean, since I had to do it, go ahead, show them what happens so they can see the difference. Touch a little bit of it. Now, if you rub that, it turns to that. You can see the difference. That's basically the principle going on behind the brush, so everyone knows.
You kind of keep it a little more liquidy, so if it returns to its liquid state, it makes it a lot easier to clean it out. And I also recommend using cool water rather than warm water. I don't know if it really has any effect on it, but I know that hot, any heat causes the stuff to set. So cool water, I would suppose, is better than hot water. But yeah, if I were to rinse this, you'd see it's pretty well clean. It hasn't been rinsed yet. It's just sitting there. But it's pretty well clean from what it was. Now there's a lot of little pieces in here, again, because, well, it's been 5 times. But it's pretty good for a latex brush, so. Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm sure those who are interested in this will be saying thank you to you for this. And my next video or photos will be of this hopefully being pulled again.
Yes, hopefully.
Alright.
So maybe tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So on behalf of myself, the Mermaid Tour, and Alexie Star, I'd like to say farewell.
See ya.